There comes a moment in every life when silence gets loud. When your excuses start echoing louder than your dreams. When the mirror doesn't lie anymore, it just asks, who are you becoming? That's the moment that defines you. Not when everything is easy, but when you finally decide to stop waiting for change and become the change. You can't rewrite your past, but you can redesign your future. Because the truth is, no one's coming to save you. It's you, versus you. Every great transformation begins in silence, in that quiet space between who you are and who you're meant to become. Most people never leave that space. They talk about what they want, they dream about what they want, but they never move. They wait for motivation, for the right timing, for someone to believe in them first. But life doesn't reward hesitation, it rewards action. The moment you stop wishing and start working, everything begins to shift. You see, it's not about having all the answers. It's about taking the first step even when the path isn't clear. It's about trusting that the small, unseen steps you take today will build the person you'll become tomorrow. Most people get stuck because they let fear drive their decisions. Fear of failing. Fear of judgment. Fear of being seen starting from nothing. But that's where every champion begins, at the bottom, with nothing but belief. If you want to change your life, you have to be willing to do the uncomfortable work. To wake up when no one's watching. To keep going when no one's clapping. That's where greatness is built, not in the spotlight, but in the shadows, in the struggle, in the quiet hours when quitting feels easier. The ones who make it aren't the smartest or the luckiest, they're the ones who refuse to stop. They fall, they rise, they adapt, and they keep moving forward. Change doesn't happen because you talk about it. It happens because one day, you get tired of your own excuses. You reach a breaking point, that deep moment when you look at yourself and say, I can't keep living like this. That's the spark. That's the ignition point where transformation begins. But here's the truth, most people never get past that spark. They let it fade. They go back to comfort. They let fear rewrite the script. But not you. You've been through too much to let that happen again. You've seen what happens when you settle. You felt the pain of potential wasted. The sleepless nights. The quiet disappointment. You know what it's like to look in the mirror and see the person you could have been staring back. That's why this time, it has to be different. The hardest part about change isn't starting, it's staying consistent when the excitement fades. When the results are invisible. When it feels like all your effort is for nothing. That's the point where most people stop. But if you push past that wall, if you keep showing up when your mind screams, quit, something powerful happens. You build trust with yourself. You start to believe again. It's not about massive leaps, it's about small promises kept daily. Wake up early. Do the work. Keep your word. Over time, those tiny wins rebuild your confidence. You'll realize it was never about proving anyone wrong, it was about proving to yourself that you were right about who you could become. There will come a time when life will test every ounce of strength you have. You'll feel lost, exhausted, and ready to give up. The road will get dark, the voices in your head will grow louder, and the temptation to quit will whisper, you've done enough. But that's the moment you were built for. Because real growth doesn't happen when it's easy, it happens when everything inside you screams stop, and you still choose to move forward. You see, pain isn't your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. Every challenge, every setback, every failure is sculpting you into someone stronger. Most people run from pain, but the few who embrace it, who learn from it, they rise. They understand that discomfort isn't punishment, it's preparation. Every sleepless night, every lonely grind, every silent battle is building something unbreakable within you. When life hits you hard, you have two choices, break or build. And the truth is, even if you feel broken right now, you can still build from the pieces. The scars you carry aren't signs of weakness, they're proof that you survived what others couldn't. You might not see it yet, but this season of struggle is shaping you for something greater. It's teaching you endurance. It's showing you what you're made of. And when you finally come out the other side, you'll realize the pain was never there to destroy you, it was there to reveal you. Because the strongest version of you doesn't appear when life is kind, it's born when life is cruel. At some point, you have to stop fighting the old you and start becoming the new you. The version of you that's focused, disciplined, unshakable. The version that doesn't need validation, doesn't chase attention, and doesn't care who believes in them, because you finally believe in yourself. This isn't about motivation anymore. Motivation fades. This is about commitment. About doing what you said you'd do, long after the mood you set it in has disappeared. Discipline is what separates the talkers from the doers. The dreamers from the achievers. Every single day, you're faced with a choice, comfort or growth. You can't have both. The old you wants comfort, sleep in, take it easy, skip the hard stuff. The new you craves growth, early mornings, long nights, and no excuses. The old you complains. The new you creates. The old you runs. The new you endures. You don't need a perfect plan, you need relentless execution. Because the truth is, success isn't built in a single day, it's built daily. In the small choices, the repeated habits, the quiet moments when no one's watching. That's where you separate yourself from the rest. While they're scrolling, you're studying. While they're sleeping, you're working. While they're talking, you're building. And one day, the same people who doubted you will ask how you did it. But you won't need to say a word. Your results will speak for you. Because when you choose growth over comfort, every single day, the world eventually takes notice. There comes a time when you realize no one is coming to push you, no one is coming to save you, it's all on you. That's when everything changes. Because discipline becomes your best friend, and consistency becomes your power. You stop chasing motivation and start building habits. You stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it. That's how winners are made, not through luck, but through relentless commitment. Every day, you get two choices, repeat or evolve. Stay the same or grow. The old version of you wants comfort, sleep a little longer, take it easy, avoid the pain. But the stronger version inside you wants growth. It wants to see how far you can go when you give everything you've got. And yes, it's hard. Growth always is. But here's the secret, it's supposed to be. Because growth and comfort cannot coexist. If it's easy, you're not changing. If it's uncomfortable, you're leveling up. Every early morning, every disciplined choice, every quiet sacrifice, it all adds up. One day, you'll look back and realize the pain was worth it. The sacrifices mattered. The struggle made you unstoppable. Because you didn't just build success, you built yourself.